What's up guys, Moritz here from Volkify.com, and today we are gonna be talking about the top 5 most inspirational speakers out there right now. So these are all guys that are touring around the world, speaking to huge audiences and inspiring people to do things they didn't think they could do. So let's get started. So the first speaker on this list is Vaynerchuk. Nick was born without any limbs, and as you can surely imagine, this came with a lot of struggles in his early life already. Doctors told him he would never be able to live a normal life. He was bullied in school, and actually he thought about committing suicide. But as he grew older, Nick developed this inner strength that allowed him to see the world in a more positive way. And he noticed that a lot of the limitations that people set for him were actually just a matter of mindset.
There are some things in life that are out of your control that you can't change and you got to live with. The choice that we have though is either to give up or keep on going. I want to ask you, what are you going to believe? Are you going to believe in yourself? Are you going to believe everybody else's judgment on you?
Next on the list we have Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary is a serial entrepreneur and he talks a lot about business and hustling, making things happen and beating the odds. He is loved by his fans and hated by his haters for the fact that he says things that others are not necessarily willing to say. There is no political correctness when Gary V comes on stage.
So for me, I think the opening statement is going to be this. If you were sitting in this room tonight and you believe that whether Donald or Hillary wins impacts you, you're a motherfucking loser.
Gary V first made a name for himself when he took over the family wine business and started selling the wine online. He since then has become an expert in social media marketing and now runs his own company, Vayner doing exactly that. On top of that, he has more than 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He almost constantly travels the world to speak to audiences about hustling and grinding, and because of that is such a sought after public speaker.
I just think that we're living through an incredibly fancy culture of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship and CEO status is quite sexy. People are selling a lifestyle that is filled with lots of fun and trips and champagne and bikinis and bling bling and all sorts of horse shit, right?
Next on our list of the best inspirational speakers in the world is Eric Thomas. Thomas did not have an easy childhood. He was raised by a single mom, had a lot of arguments with her, and eventually dropped out of high school and lived homeless for 2 years. As he grew older, Thomas started working hard towards getting his life back on track. It took him 12 years to get his undergraduate degree, but eventually got it and later moved on to start his own motivational speaking company. By now, of course, he has speaking engagements all around the world, especially after he raised to fame through YouTube. Maybe you've seen this video before.
And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
So I highly recommend that you go and check out Eric Thomas's other speeches. They're all fantastic and they give you that extra kick of motivation when you most need it. So when we are doing a list of most inspiring speakers, there's of course one man that cannot be missed. Tony Robbins. There's really not much more to say about Tony Robbins other than that he is still the most dominant figure in personal development, motivation, and self-help. And with more than 3 decades of experience by now of speaking in front of huge crowds, he really knows how to get a room fired up.
This has nothing to do with anything, we're just engaging your body. So shake your body out, shake it out. And here's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna go engage each other. How many believe that engagement makes a difference in the quality of your life? How many buy that? Say aye. How many think engagement makes a difference in how happy you are? Say aye. If you think engagement will affect your business, say aye.
The most interesting thing for me though is still to see Tony Robbins do a one-on-one with somebody in the crowd, often changing their lives within minutes.
Why were you suicidal?
It's because you can feel very peak states in life, but I can go so deep that I don't find a way out.
I know you right now. You got a lot to give. Can you feel me?
I do.
You and I are gonna make a deal. I'm gonna show you what to do to reshape yourself.
And number 5 on our list of best inspirational speakers is Les Brown. Les has started out doing radio and since then has inspired countless people all across the world. But Les Brown also didn't have it easy right from the start. He was adopted and later on his teachers told him that he was mentally challenged. It was thanks to his mom who encouraged him to dream big and due to his enthusiasm to make something of himself that he eventually succeeded. There are a lot of YouTube videos out there, motivational, inspirational videos that you can look up, and a lot of them will have Les Brown running in the background.
Don't let nobody steal your dream. After we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through. What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win. You can live your dream.
So there you have it, the top 5 most inspirational speakers in the world right now. Of course, there are many more speakers that I have not mentioned in this video, so feel free to comment down below who inspires you the most. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, talk to you next time.